Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Live with Ty. Better for you. We all know him pretty well. And you guys are so much fun. I was thinking,
Live with Ty starts now.
Making their first appearance in the most Boston episode ever, please welcome Zach Travaglini and Trey Brown of BU Men's Lacrosse.
Great. Thanks for having us.
So you guys are from Boston through and through, right? You know, I've spent my time during here. How do you guys not get tired of this place?
You gotta answer. Yeah, I think he might be a little tired of it.
Okay.
I don't know. I think.
And you actually recently locked it in here. I mean, you accepted.
Yeah, I did. I accepted a job coming back here next year. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. But I don't know. I think there's so many different parts of the city, and I think you can get a taste of everything like throughout it. I think.
Dunkin', Starbucks.
Yeah. But just like, I don't know, there's so much to do. Like in the summer, Seaport is like the place to be. I grew up going to Cape Cod, so I get like that taste. But just there's so much to do. There's always a new part of the city that you can see. There's always things going on. Like I know over the summer too, like the Red Bull competition comes, like all the divers come. Cool. Just different things like that. Like there's always something to do here, and I don't know. I fall in love with it again every year. So.
But you don't. You don't.
Well, I think there's a good chance that like something that I've observed from living like within the city for 12 years is how good of a city it is for families, and just like how great of a city it would be to like raise your kids in. So I know that there'd probably be a good chance that when that time comes, I'll make my way back over here. So I'm not really holding anything too much, but yeah.
I mean, something that you guys also get because there's so many people on your team, from an athletic perspective, you guys have the most motion. You know what I mean? You guys have the biggest squad. How do you guys feel about that?
We love it. We roll deep to everything. There's a whole lot of commotion, and there's a lot of motion in the commotion. You know what I mean? But I love it. Like every single kid on my team is just such a special personality, and everyone brings something different to the table, and it's just fun to enjoy each other all together. You're doing one thing in one area of wherever we are, and then you walk 10 feet, and then there's a couple more other boys, and it's just like you can't get sick of it.
Given that you guys played football, what are some elements of your football playing days that you bring into your lacrosse game?
So I played running back and safety.
Do it like both
ways?
Both
sides of the ball.
Okay.
So like
he has you beat on that one, bro.
Yeah, I was a one-way guy. I just played receiver.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so in terms of like I play defense now here at BU, and like being like a defensive back, like a lot of it's the same elements, so like kind of matching speed with your receiver, getting your hands on them in right parts of the field, putting yourself between them and the ball, stuff like that. And then as like a running back, like in the clear aspect of lacrosse, like when I get the ball on my stick, it's like kind of going to find a hole and like run as fast as you can, kind of like a running back. And then also just like playing alongside teammates and playing off players' strengths and weaknesses,
Definitely.
And you're an attacker kind of in football.
Yeah, I think, there's a lot of like comparisons that can be made. I think more of it is just like, as you brought up the roster part, like being on a big team is really special, and I think you get a lot of like unique views, like that part of it. But just it being a team game, like really no one player can win you a game in lacrosse. There's a lot of different things, and I think lacrosse is unique in that you have like specialty players, almost like the goalie could be compared to like a quarterback, and a face-off guy can be compared to like a running back or stuff like that. So there's the specialty positions that sort of cross over. But I think it's just a part of being a team. Like there's nothing like it, nothing like being in the locker room with like 50 of your best friends. So I think that's a big part of it too.
Well, kind of given your nature, like you played football, you also played lacrosse, but you're also not the biggest guy, right? So we would bet, like the question I'd want to ask is like, does size matter? But we actually have a clip that we're going to show here that, paints a different picture. Walk us through kind of what's going through your head in that moment, against the Patriot League play. It's a big game.
Yeah, I think Lou Perfetto, number 8, he graduated last year. He was an All-American, so he made that play. He made that play really easy, like he did a lot of plays. So shout out to Lou. But that was actually my first game back from injury. I missed like a bunch of months before that. So
same hammy thing or no?
Same hammy thing.
Okay.
It was just cool. A lot of extended family was in the crowd, so it was cool to score that goal. But I think, yeah, not being the biggest guy, it has advantages, it has disadvantages. I know, like, going up against guys like that, it can hurt. Yeah, it can hurt sometimes. But I think, I don't know, I try to do a good job of, like, bringing that Boston attitude with me, like, wherever I go, and, like, trying to be the toughest guy on the field, even if I'm not the biggest guy. And yeah, my teammates know, coaches know, I like to talk a lot of trash.
Oh, do you now? Okay.
Sometimes I take it a little too far, but
Okay. He said some crazy things, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, some crazy things. His best player comp to another Boston legend is Brad Marchand. He's a little rat, you know, but like he uses it to his advantage, and it's gotten him. It's gotten him here so far. So yeah,
He got you on the show. Got you on
Live with Ty.
Got Live with Ty, so that's good. Of course. So on this show, we started a new section. It's called Hot Takes with Ty, or Ty's Hot Takes. I'm going to say my hot takes. I go into them fervently, and I stand by them. Most people don't agree, but, you know, that's why they're my hot takes. You guys ready?
We're ready.
Given that you guys are from Boston, first hot take is Dunkin' sucks. Starbucks all the way. You're not you're fervent against this one already.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. Like, I'm a Question guy, so Starbucks is like the regular.
Right there.
It's the regular, but Dunkin' over Starbucks.
But you just said you switch up all the time because you're in Question.
See, I have to. It's a must. Like, can't go days without coffee.
Okay, does he always do this?
Well, when he has the time and like it's whatever morning on a weekend, like he's going to Dunkin'. And he's asking me what I want too, which is very nice of him. But I think on a weekly basis, we're ripping Starbucks way more. Think of the convenience, but
only because
I'm not complaining if I get my cold brew. He likes it straight black. I like maybe a little bit of that sweet foam on top, something like that. But yeah,
but it's not something like you guys have a strong. I mean, you say that you do, but you switch up all the time. But what about you then?
No, I don't have a strong stance.
You don't have
No. Like if you were to say that to your dad, it'd be like an issue.
Yeah, but you might get booted out of the family.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, don't tell him.
You know he's gonna see it anyway.
Don't tell him.
You might as well start saying sorry now.
Yeah, don't tell him.
Well, we'll roll into the second hot take. Box lacrosse is more entertaining.
I don't hate that just because of we can fight. Which makes everything a lot more fun.
But you can't do that in your normal sport or what?
No, that wouldn't go over too well. I don't think.
Okay. I feel like you'd try it anyway.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
well,
I saw some.
People try me, but I think they understand now too. But no, box lacrosse is a lot of fun because it's like just the pace is a lot faster, kind of, but it's also just a lot more physical. But yeah, I don't know. That's a good take. I haven't heard that one.
That might be a hot take. I think the sixes lacrosse has like come out recently. It's going to be in the Olympics in 2028. I think that might be the best form of lacrosse.
Is that going to be outside or kind of in a dome?
Yeah, so it's outside. It's a smaller field, and it's just 6-on-6. It's not 11v11.
Okay.
Like when a goal's scored, there's no face-off that goes right into a clear.
Yeah.
I believe so. It's like it's non-stop action, quarter to quarter.
Okay, so is this you guys saying you guys agree with me then? You can say it.
Sure. We'll give you this one because I think this might be the only one you'll have. So.
Okay.
We'll agree
I like that.
I
like that. And then the last hot take, I know we were talking about it early when we met up during the week. So, you guys are big Patriots fans, of course. I don't support them at all. But you guys from Boston, it makes sense. I feel like Belichick, he kind of got exposed as soon as Brady was out of the picture, which means all the praise should go to Brady, not Belichick. But last time you guys disagreed with me on that. How do you guys feel about it now?
I think that's a little bit of a hot take. I think that Belichick is definitely the best coach of all time. So I think that goes without question. Just go down the resume. But you got to give credit to both.
So Andy Reid, does it this year.
Until he does
it. And I think if there's more people in the world talking about Bill like you are, it's gonna get to him. He's gonna assert himself as a head coach on a team that has the pieces, and he's just gonna go do it again and laugh in your face. So.
Well, I would actually be waiting for that because I've been waiting for someone to prove me wrong.
Okay.
Like if Bill Belichick's the guy to do it, then I'm doing good.
Well, we have him on speed dial, so
Dude, give him a call.
We'll call him up after
tell him
this.
to come on the show and tell him to be like, yeah, I'm gonna get my ass back into coaching because of Ty's hot takes.
I will.
That would be great.
I will.
You guys, I usually don't interrupt, but I have to tell you something. Our new segment called Midweek Madness, featuring brand new 2 stars, is airing right now. We're gonna cut to that.
Welcome to Midweek Madness. I'm Esme Danielson.
I'm Colby Johnston. Kanye West allegedly quit X this week after going on another anti-Semitic and misogynistic rant that included defending Sean Diddy Combs and claiming ownership over his wife, Bianca Censori. But if I know Kanye, he'll be back soon and making remarks more disappointing than Vulture's too.
The Gulf of Mexico is now called the Gulf of America on Google Maps. This revelation has also prompted the Trump administration to rename Epstein's Island Mar-a-Lago South. Cynthia Erivo was recently in Cambridge for Harvard's Hasty Pudding Parade as their Woman of the Year. Unfortunately, after hearing Bostonians say "wicked" every 5 seconds, she ended up in a neck brace from all the double takes.
Last week, the Dallas Mavericks traded Luka Doncic to the Los Angeles Lakers amid concerns over his conditioning. Some reports even say Doncic was pushing 270 pounds. Honestly, it makes sense. When his coach told him, "Go get ready for the Nuggets," he probably thought they meant the ones from McDonald's.
The Trump administration has gotten rid of the T in LGBTQ+ on all government websites. Bad news for Bostonians, as we can't help but wonder how commuters will be getting home.
This week, Donald Trump banned the use of paper straws. He said, and I quote, "These things don't work. I've had them multiple times. On occasion they break, they explode. If something is hot, they don't last very long." Just kidding, guys. That was a quote from Melania last date night. New studies reveal that American men are falling behind. They're working less, spending more time alone, and living with their parents longer than ever before. Researchers are calling it a crisis. I call it relatable.
The Boston University men's hockey team won the coveted Beanpot Monday night in their game against BC. Also won that night, the snap of every bad bitch in Boston.
There has been a shortage of chocolate milk recently on BU's campus. The only problem with finding the culprit is that we can't tell the difference between a chocolate milk mustache and the average BU male's skinny caterpillar going on that upper lip. The men's lacrosse team has begun practice, and their mothers are very upset. Apparently the boys won't stop calling to tell their mommies how cold their practices are and how they keep getting boo-boos.
You know what, Colby? I think it's so great that the BU lacrosse team is finally letting middle schoolers at their practices. I wonder how Zach feels about finally playing with the big kids. The FBI said more records of the JFK assassination were found. Let's all hope Maggie Mavahill didn't see the second page of Wednesday's Boston Globe.
Elon Musk's son stole the show during his meeting with Trump at the Oval Office this week. Musk's son, Lil X, was seen on his dad's shoulders, whispering to Trump and picking his nose. And honestly, if I had a name like a SoundCloud rapper, I'd do whatever I wanted to. So stream that new Lil Colby while you're at it, guys. Kendrick Lamar had an insane Super Bowl halftime show. Everyone's talking about his diss at Drake, maybe Trump, and the government as a whole. I just want to know where the hell those bell bottoms are from.
On February 7th, BU Today published an article inviting all Boston University musicians to submit a form with their band's name for a new monthly series showcasing talented on-campus performers. Metal bands, prepare to change your names from Blood-Sucking Electric Funeral Babies to Sunshine and Rainbows.
Warner Brothers has invited BU film and TV students to an advanced screening of Robert Pattinson's new film, Mickey 17. Students can catch this exclusive viewing at AMC Boston Common. Emerson students, however, can also catch these hands because I'm coming up on my block and I'm swinging.
Once again, this was Midweek Madness. I'm Esme Danielson.
And I'm Colby Johnston. Have a good one.
So you guys kind of grew up playing multiple sports. You know, you played basketball, football, also lacrosse, and you played football and basketball. No, you played football and lacrosse. Mm-hmm. What made you kind of...
A little bit of basketball.
A little bit of basketball.
Yeah, maybe we could get you a picture. We did
You did what? Don't
yeah, Trey and I, we were at Bowen Hill. We decided in 8th grade and 9th grade to play basketball together. We were more of like a part of the bench mob. But
yep.
Okay.
We were really good,
They're
though.
important too.
Yeah, no, it was fun, but we contributed. Yeah, we got a funny pic after our last game, jersey swapped with each other.
Okay,
So.
that's good.
Like we were the guys like where you get in, everyone would be like, oh, like pass the ball, shoot it.
Okay, gotcha. Well, send us that picture and we'll get it up here
Okay, I
on the
will.
episode. One thing that I was gonna say is that when it came to lacrosse, what made you make that switch and fall in love with that sport and decide to pursue that into a collegiate career?
It's just so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Yeah.
Compared,
like-
I mean, so are other sports though.
Yeah, no, I
I play
know.
soccer. I think that sport's great.
Yeah,
you
and
know?
like to each their own. Like, I mean, I like thought I was gonna go all in on football, and then just like look, one thing happened after another, and yeah, lacrosse is just like a lot of fun, and like especially like coming from like a school where lacrosse was like a very, very big and important sport. I think that definitely bought into it. All my best friends were playing lacrosse, so you know everything was just working that way. So.
You know, what about you?
Yeah,
I know
was,
you heard you were the basketball legend, so.
Yeah, something like that. No, I was a part of like a big lacrosse family growing up. My older cousin, my mom's side, they're all from New Jersey, so I grew up like going to see him play, and then he got the chance to play at Notre Dame, which was really cool.
Wow.
And yeah, I was probably in like 6th grade, 5th grade, and they went to the national semifinal game at the Link in Philadelphia, and like after I saw that and just everything that came with it, I just like completely fell in love with it. And yeah, like you said, going to a school like Bowen Hill, there's like a huge and really rich lacrosse culture that we were lucky enough to be a part of, and so I think that played a part of it too. But yeah, I think growing up, I knew lacrosse was probably going to be my sport, and I've been really happy to continue doing it through college and at a great place like BU.
And you mentioned also family. So did your two brothers, they went to Belmont Hill as well?
Yeah.
But they ended up at a school, I think, what's the name? I think it's
Yeah.
called
Across the
Harvard,
yeah,
right?
across the river,
So
right?
how across the river, you know, I think many people have heard of that school. How does it feel to kind of, you know, be a little of the lesser third?
Yeah, I don't know. Listen.
When we beat them this year again.
Yeah,
it'll be
yeah.
better.
So I don't know. We'll see. We're split with them right now. We lost our freshman year. We won our sophomore year, and then we didn't get to play them last year. So hopefully I'll get to go out on top this year. But yeah, it's been a cool experience. I think it sucks. Everyone telling me that like I'm at BU, but my mom is a BU grad and my
Okay.
dad is a Harvard grad. So
Okay.
we stayed in the family.
So it's like split down the middle.
split down the middle, and
Oh
I
my
think
goodness.
it's created a lot of healthy competition.
So then when you guys are playing Harvard, then who is your family rooting for?
Oh, me. Come on.
I mean, they could say you, maybe deep down, they're like, come on.
I mean,
you know?
listen, 2 brothers. I don't know. Where my dad? We'll have to talk to them.
That's true. That is true. And we'll see. We'll see going forward. I also want to talk about the season last year. So you guys had an amazing run. You guys had the time when you guys beat Army at #1. But, you know, you guys didn't, you know, make it all the way. And how did you guys manage that, getting so close to the championship again, but, you know, kind of a little bit falling short?
You want to go?
Yeah, I'll start. Like, it definitely sucks. That one hurt a lot, especially just because of how special of a group I believe that we had. And, you know, our last 7 games of the year, including before playoffs, every game was decided by 1 goal. So, you know, we were in tight games, you know, for so long, and we kept finding ways to come out on top, you know, as we should have. But, you know, when it came to that last one, the one that, you know, matters the most, it just didn't go that way. So, you know, we have our runner-up trophy right there in the locker room. We look at it every day when we go out to practice, just adding some more fuel to the fire. But, yeah, I have no doubt that we're going to get it done this year, and, you know, give some relief to those guys and some closure to those guys last year that got so close and couldn't finish the job.
Well, that brings me to my last question. For the fans watching out there, what can they hope to expect to see from men's lax this season?
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Got a lot of new faces. We have 19 new faces, so 18 freshmen and a transfer.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we've done an awesome job this fall, all like gelling together and just playing like our brand of lacrosse. I think it's going to come down to that. But yeah, the standard of the program is winning Patriot League championships every year, so we're just trying to uphold that standard and do it again this year.
Well, definitely, you guys know everybody here at LIVEwithTY will be rooting for you. Thank you guys so much for coming on to the show. It's been a great shoot with you guys. Be sure to keep up with all things Boston and men's lacrosse on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And until next time, I'm your host, Tyler Johnson.